And welcome back to The Nose Plays Endless Space 2. Today we're going to be probably getting close to finishing this series with the Riftborn, to be perfectly honest. I think if we finish our Blitzkrieg of the United Empire, we're going to firmly establish ourselves as the most powerful force in the galaxy and basically snowball a pretty fast victory from that point forward. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know exactly how fast we're going to be able to expand before we're going to start to have some real problems. So one of the things that one of my viewers pointed out is that part of the reason we're having trouble with our approval is because we are 3 planets over the cap. Being 3 planets over the cap currently is minus 30 approval from overcolonization, and we can sort of skirt around that for a little while with some of the approval bonuses that we took, and approval buildings and whatnot, approval laws that we're running. But at some point we're going to have to fix this a different way. And there's a couple of different ways to fix that. First of all, you can just remove systems that you're no longer using, particularly ones that are pretty garbage, and resettle them somewhere else. So basically wipe out an old system and start a new one in a better location. I don't particularly care for that plan. I think it's pretty bad generally because it takes a lot of time to get a system up and running, and even a bad system that's been up and running for a long time tends to be much better, at least in the short term, than removing it for a new system. But that is one option. The other option that we have, and we've already started working on some of this, is to grab some of these technologies like this one, which actually increase the number of systems that we can occupy without triggering expansion disapproval. There's a number of these that are available throughout the diplomatic tree over here. And then I think, yeah, there's this building, which adds +1 systems occupied before triggering expansion. Can only be built on system level 4 colonies. So this is another way that we can basically increase our cap. And then obviously just brute force it through lots of approval buildings, which we have access to quite a few at this point. So it's not the end of the world, even if we do start to run lower than ecstatic on our approval. I think we can manage it, but we are going to have to start paying attention to it as we move forward, because we're about to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 systems maybe. That's going to be another 40 negative approval if we don't do something about it. So okay, let's go ahead and get into the game, get our fleets moving, and this fleet is ready for some retrofitting and maybe even some upgrading. We have several things that we can do. We're now at 11 of 15 for our total in this fleet, but we actually have access to the Wraith class, which we should take a look at and edit the design of. So in order to keep it up to speed with the rest of our ships, we want to give it one of these engines at the moment, and then we can take a look at what's left. So in terms of offensive capabilities, we have one single slot, which is not great, but putting guns on it generally makes the most sense, because guns are the most effective at short range. These ships tend to last the longest, so they actually have opportunities to get to short range before they die. And also the flat cannons help protect these against missiles, and these ships tend to, because of their guardian trait, attract enemy fire. Also, we get bonuses to defenses. So defensive modules we have tons of. I'm generally in favor of going heavier on plating, but having a little bit of shielding is almost always beneficial, in my opinion. I think you should always have some shielding, but I think you should generally lean into plating. Plating just gives you lots of raw health. So that's that. And then we have 3 of these. So we could do a couple of different things. But I'm not sure what I want to do. I don't really have any good support modules for this ship. So the other thing I could consider doing, 25% extra movement. On 4 movement is 5. And this is cheaper. I could re-equip all of our ships with that instead of these. The 2% ship evasion is pretty meh. I think I might do that. We'll get the same amount of movement, we'll lose a very small amount of dodge percentage. But I think that's actually not a terrible thing to swap into all of our ships. We don't really need that, and we're not really interested in that. So the only other options I have are more manpower, kinetic enhancers, which only enhance the kinetic modules on this ship, or titanium slugs, which just make this ship a monster in terms of... I guess we have repair modules too. That would actually be pretty good to have on here. I kind of wish that repair modules showed how much they actually repair. The health bonus is doubled. You can see that. Medium modules are ×2, but not all the effects are multiplied by 2. The repair bonus, however, should still stack, so we should recover 15% of our health by building it this way. And this is basically just a shield of a ship. It's there 100% to soak enemy fire. And so we're going to build a couple of those. I might even build one in this system. If I build 2 of them, that's 6 points. That means I need to get rid of 2 ships in this fleet. And I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could get rid of 2 of these in the short term and send them over here. And then the rest of this fleet, it's going to take 7 turns to get to that. But I do have the potential to split up that task. 12 turns to get to that. Alright, well, we'll wait a couple turns for these. I might buy one of these out. Once predictive logistics gets completed, that should speed up quite a bit. The other one I could do is I could add one of them over here, but then I have to wait for it to travel. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Let's come back to this. I know what one is faster. We will retrofit these. Alright, how many turns now? If we build them this way. Oh, wow. Yeah, way faster to build them this way. We are going to need a substantial amount of dust to retrofit them, but I can actually get them done in 2 turns if I do it this way, which is quite fantastic. Also, why are these guys off of these again? I need to keep moving them around. We always want to have our population on the highest industry planets, unless, you know, approval or other things are getting in the way of that. Alright, let's go ahead and get this scouting done. Probably not going to colonize this system. A pirate, an ice node. We're going to get attacked. And these ships have very little offensive power. Plus, he's already injured. All ships that have less than 60% health will be destroyed if they retreat. So I guess we're going to stand and fight. Which is not going to end well for them, apparently. That is probably the worst pirate I've ever seen. Okay, well, we survived. This ship needs to probably go back here and get repaired before it goes out again, which is fine. Actually, since I don't have any movement, let's just wait and finish off those curiosities in that system. Alright, what else do we have? Anything else of note? Not really. I want to check this fleet. This fleet is not quite back to full capacity for manpower. Or, my mistake. It is back to full capacity for manpower. It's not back to full capacity for health, but waiting 2 turns should get it very close to that, if not completely finish it off. Is there anything else that I want to do? Not sure. Do we still need to be running this? I don't think we do. Oh yeah, we're grabbing this system. Never mind. Okay, we'll continue to run that. This should be done in, what, 5 turns? 3 turns. Even better. And that will provide us another big boost of influence, or not influence, approval. Alright, I'm kind of going slow here because I'm trying to remember exactly where we're at and what we need to get done. That was the one thing I wanted to get done. Luxuries. If I wanted to buy 75 of this, it's going to cost me 4K. Let's sell to start with. Selling all of our mushrooms gets us to 6K, and then we can sell off some strategics. I need about 2K of these. That should be enough. Okay. Whoops. So now I can buy that. And that should give me enough to get the rest of my systems that are not colony level 2. So that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, almost 4. So let's start with Arcturus. Go ahead and queue that up. And I'm just going to get all these done. Arcturus has now got it. Wrath. Trappist. The system. that in the queue. Somehow we have a Pulso population over here. We're probably going to want to move him, but he's fine where he's at for now. Pulsos benefit from anomalies, so we're getting extra industry and extra science for him being there. Alright, that's probably good enough. And then, is there anything else I wanted to do this turn? I think we're in a pretty good spot. One of the things that you'll notice when I play Riftborn is that I'm not really worrying about my dust, and I don't have to. If you focus primarily on population, you're going to get something like an adequate amount of dust, no matter what. That one just wore off, so we'll need to build another one. Let's see. Increased prices on luxury resources. We'll need to pick a new science. And we got a lot of stuff getting built. Also, curiosity. I'm one transvine short. By one transvine, I should be able to do one more system developments. So now we only have these handful of systems. This one actually is probably the oldest system, so we'll go ahead and get it upgraded next. Chicken population. These guys need to be on the fertile planet, which they currently are. These guys we don't necessarily need at all, but as long as our approval's so high, we want to make sure they're on the planet with the most approval. Probably. Or sorry, most industry. Could do something more like that. That does still show that. Okay, cool. I would rather grow these guys than those guys. These ones produce more food for us on planets like this, which is good because it keeps that population alive and happy. Okay. Aware of that. The probes. Should take care of him. And now we can send him back here to repair. An unknown empire has built the research park. That's a little unfortunate. We found a new minor civilization way out here in the middle of nowhere. Go ahead and spend some research on that. I don't know that it matters all that much. 50 dust. Okay. And then over here, I've got more probes. Send those off and send him on his way. Alright, that's looking good so far. We probably should build another one of these. Where do I want to run it? Probably in this system again. So any system can actually build it in one turn. Even a really crappy system like this one. So you generally always want to build these singularities in the system with your worst industry, primarily because they always get done in one turn, and they basically block your industry. So that's kind of a min-max thing. All right. And then our technology. So we talked about continuing to focus over here. I also talked about potentially getting upgraded missiles. I guess this was the other thing that one of my viewers mentioned that I kind of neglected. There are these goals that we haven't really paid much attention to the last couple of playthroughs, and they vary slightly from gameplay to gameplay. There are a couple of these goals that are particularly easy for the Riftborn to acquire first. This was one of them, Studier of Worlds, be the first to have 8 planets colonized within your empire. We managed to achieve that very quickly. Some of the other ones, like be the first to possess 20 star system improvements, we could have probably done if we had focused a little bit more on improvements. Be the first to control at least 4 star systems in the same constellation. So there's a lot of these that we would have been able to probably outpace the Cravers on if we had just known about them and then focused on trying to achieve them. There's a bunch of other ones that are actually really easy for us to accomplish as well. Particularly any of the ones that require you to build specialized buildings, like 3 unique structures, that can actually be really easy for us to achieve due to the industrialist nature of our faction. I'm kind of debating some ship upgrades. Singularity repair bots are actually really good. And we need 2 more technologies from this tree. More curiosities are not that important to me. Wormhole technology is actually something we benefit from once we hit 50 pop. So I could like grab that one and that one. We also do need to find some kind of building or structure that's going to give us some kind of building or structure that's going to give us this influence. That's the word I'm looking for. This is a unique structure that can only be built once in your empire. But we actually have a hero now that produces influence per population. We have an endless planet, and then we build this building on that system, and I think that this actually solves most of our influence problems. In addition to that, we did unlock this, so we now have the ability to run influence on a lot of our population, as long as we can keep our approval high enough. So that's something that I just realized. The huh. So the coordinator class ships are actually constructed from Hyperium, and the Hunter class ships are from Titanium. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. That's interesting to me. Those seem like they should be reversed, but whatever. I was looking at the support modules and I'm like, oh, I thought these ones took a different resource. Oh, I forgot about this too. We did buy the upgraded advanced torpedo swarm missiles. So maybe we do grab this. Let's see, if we need 2 more technologies in this tree, which technologies are most important to us? At this point in the game, uniform shielding is pretty good shields. Anti-cloaking, I don't really know if we need that. Some different battle tactics. I'm thinking we're not really that concerned about we're not really that concerned about cloaking at the moment. But having better guns and torpedoes would be really nice for us. That's only going to take 2 turns. So yeah, actually if we do that, we can wait an extra turn and outfit our entire fleet with all this good stuff. Let's do that. At least one singularity is in stock. We know where we're going to run that one. It's probably here. Is there anywhere else I might want to run it? Not really. Cancer's not worth bothering with. So these 2 planets benefit from the sterile. And this one gives us the influence. So we're going to go ahead and go with that for now. Actually, we're going to lose population if I put him there. I don't think if I can do anything to fix that. Actually, I can do one thing to fix that, maybe. So, because I don't want to lose this population type, if I move these guys over here, it'll switch to that one. And then I can put them back. No, it did switch it back. That's curious. So sometimes it does, and other times it won't switch it back. And I'm not quite sure what the cause of that is. Either way, we'll just let it happen. I'm not too worried about it. Hiroshims are about to leave. This fleet finally got attacked. These ships kind of prefer medium range, it looks like. What do we have on these ships? This definitely looks like lasers and bullet weapons. So let's go with take trophies. Oof, we lost some of our ships here. That's not good. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that. This ship probably needs to move. So we don't lose him. This ship probably needs to move so we don't lose him. This ship can now attack by himself and finish this off. And then those ships can both move back. Those ships are almost there. And these guys can remerge. Okay, the Academy's finally been discovered. It looks like the Cravers have somebody on the Academy already. What are these? Unknown pirates. That's probably from a quest that was triggered by somebody. I'm not going to bother with them. Alright. These ships can come out and get merged into our fleet. And now we're one turn away from advanced power fusion, so we'll wait one turn, retrofit our ships, and then get on our way. We have an idle system here. Okay. Tell me, where are the population? So we could put more population here for more industry. That's actually the next highest. So these guys should be over there, which means I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more population that need to be built. Is there anything else that needs to be built? Does not appear like it. Approval buildings probably all need to be built. What else? Anything else? Mining buildings could be built but aren't imperative. Science buildings could be built but aren't imperative. This building actually is pretty reasonably built anywhere that has population higher than 10. I'll just throw it in the back of the queue. Alright. Anything else that needs to happen? I don't think so. Oh, yes, this needs to happen. So we can put it here, or here, or... That one's already running one. Let's go ahead and add it to this system. And that should be good. Alright. Now we're ready to make a real fleet. This fleet's going to be quite expensive. Colony has been established here. Build cerebral reality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 population. And colonize that. Alright, we'll come back to that. This system needs something to build. We now have all of these colonized. We also have, hopefully this shows up. Nope, Darth Paul is back. We have the industry that gives us 20 per planet. Not sure what that is called. Predictive logistics, I think. So we're getting lots and lots of industry for all of those things. There are only Riftborn population here. Our laws are still staying positive, so I'm not really worried about this. This would actually be a lot of science because we have so many systems, or so many planets within this system, that's worth getting built. Um, and then it's just like start filling it up, right? Let's do like 5 at a time. Collection bonus has been achieved, so we now hit the 50 cap just after almost turned 60 now. This means we get the bonus wormhole travel, so getting the wormhole tech probably makes sense at some point. This hero has leveled up, and the gathering is good. I'm going to send him back to our main planet, which has inhabitants that benefit from food. And so I'm considering grabbing a couple points in this just to keep the food high enough that we don't have to build any food buildings. Also, the dust percentage is probably getting pretty good in that system at this point. Let's go ahead and go with that. And I think I can move him here now, right? So we should be able to move him off. And we can move him to that system, which we want to do. And then that hero can go to this system. Let me double check. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but yeah, he's the one that provides extra influence. Cool. So that's what we want. And then we want to build all the influence building in the system at some point. Hostile trace detected. Okay, we're getting close to having that completed, so we definitely need to get our fleet moving. So let's go back to the race design and let's retrofit this with these engines. I do have fighters and bombers on lock now, but I'm going to just stick to improved ultra-dense slugs. These should be adequate defense against missiles. Then we're going to go with lots of hull plating, a little bit of shielding, and then we had these 3 modules, which I was going to put either titanium slugs or repair. I think in an effort to save money, we'll just put a bunch of repairs on them for now. Okay, now the ciphers. These guys can be retrofitted with this as well. The ciphers no longer need the repair modules, I don't think. Instead, you could put these on, and since they already had these engines, it doesn't make sense to retrofit them necessarily. What is our income at? So that's probably good. And then the Phantoms are the big weapon damage dealers. We've got lots of upgraded torpedoes and upgraded swarm missiles. Alright, so what does this look like if we wanted to upgrade the entire fleet? The cost is 56 titanium. That's a lot of titanium. What if... What if we put these back on here? How much does that save us in titanium? Not a lot. But probably... Do I care? I think we'll go with this. So I need to buy 4 titanium off the market. I have the dust for that, that's not a problem. And then we need 5,000 dust. So we're going to have to sell some stuff. We definitely have some of this that we can sell. We have 2.8. It's like 3,000. That should be enough to get that done. And then this fleet can head over here. And in just the same number of turns, hopefully, that our hack gets completed, the fleet will be ready to do some war. In fact, it will be exactly 3 turns. So that timing couldn't have worked out better. This system we've already dealt with. New event. Extra dust. Yeah, let's do that.
Be content. Fortune.
Alright, we finally met Horatio. The Empire would like a truce. We're going to refuse. They're going to force a truce and we're going to have to pay a ton of influence. And I cannot. For 14 turns? I don't have the influence to refuse this. Dang it. Alright. Well, that really sucks for us. Where is this at? They sent a fleet out here finally. These ships have laser weapons. And these ships have missile weapons. So medium range tactic is what we want. We'll probably lose. Missiles are really effective against lasers.
One day the Empire may fall, but it will never kneel.
Okay, we're gonna need some way to improve our influence. This law can be abolished now, I believe, because we just finished that, and we're not dropping this one just yet. They're getting close to being able to, but not yet. So we can abolish this law, and instead we could run Brains Over Bucks or Trusted Broker. Plus 5% diplomatic cost reduction per turn up to 50%. I don't think that's worth it. It probably is worth it to run Super Tax Act. Yep, everybody's still wildly ecstatic. And then in all of the systems that are running one of these, get one of those built. Alright, and that will get our influence up and eventually allow us to invade. Okay, this ship, I'm just going to disband it for the meantime. It needs to repair. It's pretty damaged. It's going to take several turns. Over here we have a scout. Subterranean. I always prefer subterranean because the loot is too good. Battleground remains. Hyperion load. Alright, we'll wait for more probes. And this quest, we take lots of extra dust for a few turns, or we get a chance of something good happening. I think we'll just take the free dust with no negative consequences, really. Oh yes. Time for another technology. Again, I think we need this. The wormholes would be good. Extra hacking operations are not really that interesting to me. The food is not really that interesting to me. Yeah, this is kind of a really mediocre tech. This is actually a good tech for our ships in terms of their combat ability, but we don't really have anybody that's challenging us yet. This would be good. Also, over here we need to... I don't have Terran worlds. This is actually imperative. We need to get this like now. This is what really puts our industry in overdrive. This is another reason why we wanted all those hot systems. That's definitely a tech we probably should have gotten a little earlier. Alright. I just noticed some of my viewers are making comments. I'm gonna have to apologize. So I'm trying a new setup that I've never used before. I actually went ahead and set up dual monitors, and so now instead of having my comments pop up on my screen like I'm used to, they pop up on another screen which I'm not used to. But I have a couple of viewers who have made a few comments, and I just noticed them. And so I just wanted to say hello, I see you. And if you do have questions from this point forward, feel free to put them in the chat as we're playing, and I'll try to answer your questions as best I can. But I'm going to have to remember now to look over to my left at this other screen occasionally. Looks like we lost one of our singularities, but we're getting a lot of stuff done. This hero's leveled up again. This is our combat hero, so I want to give him fleet damage. Alright. More probes to use over here. We have a quest. So we got the titanium quest. We'll come back to this later. Where is this at? Way out here in the middle of nowhere. Throw a little bit into those guys. This should start to increase significantly here. I'm hoping. I could buy this out. I don't need to. These guys should be over here. I don't know why it keeps putting them over there. Alright. Is this a good turn to end? No, we need to queue up another one of these singularities in one of our crappy systems. And then over here, I gotta move people around again. This building is going to be very, very efficient once it gets finished. That's 80 industry. That'll help that a lot. Is there anything else that I care about? I don't think so. So we have an idle singularity that we can put somewhere. That's going to have to get done in a lot of places. And actually, Slag Center is curious. We don't have a lot of ways to generate extra resources like the Vultures do with their heroes. But this is one way we could actually get a lot of extra strategics on our system, so I think we'll go ahead and grab that. Alright, where are these Hiroshims at? So they're mostly filling up that planet at this point. This planet would benefit from this building, but not a ton. A fair amount. This planet and this planet both benefit from it. Neither of these two do. It's probably worth getting. The science output in this system is quite high, and so we can actually run it a little higher by doing that. And then the defenses in this system are kind of meh, so we can go ahead and run that as well. We'll just get all of that done now. Over here, this is an industrialist zone. This will give me extra industry. I'll just move that up there like that. Okay, where do we want to run this? I think I put a hero on Cancer, right? Yeah, we want to run a... You always want to run them on systems where you have heroes for the XP bonus. Alright, we're definitely going to take this. As I have no desire to become pacifist anytime in the future. Get that first. Crap, another pirate. Alright, there's a chance that they attack our fleet, and they did. This ship is got guns, so we'll go to Turtle and we'll fight. We might come out on top in this fight. Yeah. Also, we did receive this reward of 30 titanium, which is great for us.
Our purpose is to sign the deal.
We're going to refuse any deals from them. Okay. For whatever reason, we're not allowed to enter their space. They must have closed their borders on us, which is awkward, because my hack's about to be completed. I'm at 760.
One day the Empire may fall.
0.5. We're not going to get there too quickly, but a couple of turns, and we should have it. This is 2 turns away from having no pirates left, so that'll be good for us. We'll go militarists or scientists. Actually, militarists allow us to declare war for free, I think. Lower fleet cost and fleet fortitude. Both of those could be good, but if we're in a prolonged war, but it doesn't look like that's the case at the moment. Okay, the last curiosity here can be grabbed. Free science for us. On our way to collect more. Also, we got a pirate ship. I think we'll just scrap it. I have no use for it. National museums are done, so now this is much higher. Imperials. Approval's still high. Our hack has been successful. We're going to support the revolutionaries. We have 5 turns of detrimental ground battles for them. This is going to be much easier for us to accomplish.
Our purpose is to kill.
Don't care about those guys. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. All I care about is getting enough influence
One day the Empire
to
may
do
fall,
that.
but it will.
At this rate, it's going to take us approximately 2 more turns, which I'm okay with, I guess, since I have nothing else I can do. And 1 more turn for that. Also a hack. We should run a hack from here to there, and an accelerator. I can't run an accelerator on that system for some reason. Does not compute. Okay. Not sure why I can't run one there, but whatever. Alright, our science is so fast right now. It's actually kind of ridiculous. We did unlock this now, so we need to start looking at the next tier of upgrades. Also, we can start collecting orichalcics and quadronics eventually. Microwave pipes is extremely good for us. So let's just go ahead and grab both of those. Alright, let's take a look at this. So what do we have? We have huge stockpiles of this, so we should definitely take advantage of that. But we don't really have huge piles of anything else. I have a very small income of this and a very small income of that. Let's take a look at the marketplace and see what the cheapest so the cheapest is Jdonics, actually. That's bizarre. we're definitely going to start buying Jade Onyx then. So then if I go with Jade Onyx and that, confirm. Alright, so how much Jade Onyx can I buy? Can I buy like 750 Jade Onyx? No. Can I buy 350 Jade Onyx? That's going to cost 27k? That's insane. Alright, well, we need to buy it in sets of 75, right? So that's the first set of 75. That's the second set of 75. And then the next set I can buy if I sell a few things. Oof. Not all of it. That's the third set of 75. That allows us to upgrade 3 of our systems to the next tier. So then we go here, we look at our 3 best systems population-wise, maybe actually industry-wise. Let's do that. And that's going to be Placidius, Zarabithus, and Merope. So let's get those 3 upgraded. So that's 1. That's 2. And then I'm not sure if I can afford the 3rd one. Yep, I can, just barely. That's 3. Okay, that's good enough for now. So just more population here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Also, well, huh. Let's get that built first, because that's going to make a lot of difference in this system. And then I can move these populations off of here. We can send these guys to the system for now. Alright. And actually, where was that? Oh, wasn't Arcturus. Wasn't that one. Yeah, this one. Put him back over there. Okay. New relationship with those guys. Don't really care that much. One more turn and we should have what we need. This system needs a backdoor. We have one. Not a backdoor, but a defensive module. Alright. One more turn and we finish off this war with the United Empire, I think. Psychoactive air. Go grab these.
You're one of our favorite fish in this galactic sea.
Alright. Found the Lumeris.
I greet you in the name of...
They're way out here in the edge of space. Wormhole technology has been discovered. I must have clicked that because I don't remember doing that. But maybe I did. Or maybe that was a random one we picked up. reveals wormholes and enables the use of wormholes. That is interesting. So wait a second. Does the fact that wormhole travel consumes only half a ship's remaining movement points, does this give us free wormhole travel? If it does, then that's way more valuable than I originally thought it would be. It must give us wormhole travel, even though we haven't researched it yet. That's actually really cool. So that's a very neat little detail about this faction that I did not know, that makes that 50 pop bonus much more valuable than I ever would have placed it. Rushing to it now makes even a little more sense. It was easy to rush to 50 population with the Riftborn before, but now it actually makes more sense to do that because it unlocks a lot of space travel for your scouting fleets, which are already doing a tremendous job, as you can see. Our scout fleet has been very, very active. And continues to be. Let's just throw those out that way, I guess. All right. Ooh, a hero. Let's see. Select a hero to recruit. Occasionally we do get pacifists in our government. We already have an industrialist hero, so getting another industrialist hero probably doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm not sure. Let's minimize this for a second. Pirates destroyed that. Okay. What types of heroes do we have? We have a religious, an ecologist, and an industrialist hero. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this one. Empty construction on this system. You guys should be on this planet only at the moment. Both of these buildings are pretty good builds here. The approval building is important. The science building is okay. And then we'll talk about filling the rest of these out. So I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more population pips. And then we'll figure out what we're doing. He is leveled up. I'm going to go ahead and give him even more influence per turn. The Epistis needs to be on this planet because he gets bonus food for being over there. This system's almost completely filled. Also, we really should be running a singularity there since we have a hero there. That hero has leveled up. I'm going to go for the the extra dust. Percent dust is really good right now. All of our heroes are leveling up. We're going to go more damage. And this hero has a couple of levels. What do we want to put her on? I guess. 15 industry is not bad. Where do we want to assign her? Or it, or whatever it is. This system doesn't have a hero yet. That system is running a node, I believe. Yeah. So she should level up pretty quickly there. What else can I do to speed this up? anything? There's a couple of industry buildings and science buildings that we could be building, but I think we just continue to fill this out with population. Also,
One day the Empire may fall, but it will. I expect more.
alright, cool. Now that we've declared war, we can actually enter their space, and we can see that they have a fleet of 5 ships. These are small. Yeah, they have no medium class ships. So we should not have any trouble taking them out. And then continuing our invasion. Probes, huh? Alright. And then the pirates can be handled now. The pirates have no manpower left. So we should be able to finish them off with no problem. Got some dust, got some titanium.
Our purpose is to kill.
Refuse any bullshit shenanigans from them. And now I can go ahead and take this system, which has antimatter, which is somewhat valuable to us. We can reduce the time significantly by grabbing that. I could also reduce the time by running this. We might as well. And then I can abolish that law, but I cannot run Beachhead bylaw this turn. So we'll just wait. I don't think it'll let me repass that, will it? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay, so we'll run that for one more turn because it keeps most of our systems are fine. And then this fleet, I can get rid of this scrapper because we don't really need that really crappy ship anymore. But the siege ships actually will benefit our main fleet, so I'm going to move them towards the front lines, and we'll see about getting them over on this system before long. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. This turn is about over with. Alright, cool. Go ahead and attack their fleet. Let's make sure that we're using the right tactics. I'm going to have to go to the advanced. So this will be a little bit confusing, but they don't have enough ships to move to these other tiers. You can see the highlighted 1, 2, and 3 is not highlighted, so they cannot put any ships over here. So what we want to do is the ships we want to put over here are our siege ships. And they're going to look like this. So I've got 1, 2 of those. I think the rest of the ships are fine. I could put our hero up here. So we've got 1 phantom. I could do something like this. That way, no matter which lane they get put into, they're going to be facing a superior force. Actually, these ships should go in that lane. Yeah. And These ships should go in this lane. The hero is fine there. Yeah, this is fine. We'll go like this. Oh, I forgot to click watch. Oh well. It'll be a decisive victory because these ships are going to completely decimate that. I don't have the ability to rewatch it, but we can see they split their fleets up. This fleet got completely decimated by missile weapons. You can see almost all the damage that we did was missile damage. So we knew that was going to happen. We can blockade their system. They have one ship left, it looks like. What is this? Yeah, they got one ship left somehow. Our siege forces... Interesting. They're losing 0 per turn. Orbiting fleets will provide a manpower bonus of 100 if it's invaded. We should just go ahead and invade then. It won't actually let me invade. We'll see if we can invade next turn. Increase system level of Merope. That has been achieved.
In the name of the Hisho Nation and Donatsi the Sun God, I greet you.
Finally met the Hishu. Let's take a look at where they are at. Way out here. Don't even have any of their systems uncovered yet. Just found a ship. Alright, this guy finally made it over here. We can get his scouting done. Blue Cat Mold and Hyperium. Alright. I want to finish this war with the United Empire. Alright, is there a reason that I can't... Why can I not invade their system? A ground battle is in progress on this star system. The crew of the ship will automatically take part in the battle on the next turn? This system's already being invaded by pirates. Oh, that's right, okay. So... so when we did the hacking tactic, we spawned a pirate fleet here. And that pirate fleet is in the process of invading them. So they may actually lose their system to pirates before they lose it to us. The pirates have 400 manpower left, and 100, and they only have 100. So we might actually take over this system, or the pirates might. I guess we'll just wait. Hiroshims. I don't really need Hiroshima population here, but we could get these buildings completed, and this is the system where I want this one. Also, we need to run another one of those. So we'll just keep having this system build one. A new Hiroshima was born. Probes. both of these scouted. Alright, and where is our next point of interest? It looks like we go to here next. This objective was achieved. We now have compact warp methods. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that one. Set a trap. Fighters or bombers. Orbit around Serene for 10 turns. Where is Serene? It's not over here. Ah, there it is. We could get a fleet over there, potentially, but it's going to take an awful long time. Reach Mayal. Where's Mayal? Well, our actual fleet has really no chance of getting over there. I guess we'll just take this one. We only have 10 turns to accomplish this. So we might just be ignoring it. Yes. Okay. What do we got here? Is there anything else that I can get done now? Nothing really important, I don't think. So we'll just end the turn here. Oh, I did remember something I wanted to do. Go ahead. Heroes are leveling up quite quickly. We'll just go with that. Lots of systems creating lots of populations. He's leveled up again. What do we want to do? Shield capacity, hull plating penetration. If he's a political leader. I think probably just the shield capacity on ship. This is on fleet and on ship, so it actually affects all of the ships in the fleet that have shielding. Alright, so the trace is being detected. This will be good, and this actually reminds me that on the systems that have lots of strategic resources, like Merope, we want to run the slag. That's going to give us even more of those resources. Also, +1 population on sterile worlds. That's not really that great for us. I only have 1 population slot left here. And I don't really want either of those to fill it. So we could just do that real quick, and that fills up my last population slot on this system. Approval is pretty bad here. So we're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. This is a cold world, so running that's not the worst thing ever. And then maybe we'll start building a fleet or something here, but there's a lot to get done still. Also, because we are running the negative approval from super tax, I gotta click on the right button here. I could run this, which I should, because this is about to get completed in one turn, and that will give us a bunch of approval for a little while, which will allow us to run super tax even longer if we want. This is our siege fleet. I think we're just gonna leave them here for now. But I think maybe what we'll do is start building some more ships. So we can actually get like some ships from here. And then like 3 Phantoms. And that should be a nice little fleet that can handle most things. Alright, what else do we have? I guess these guys can just go quiet. The other option is I can just disband them and put them into here. Speaking of disbanded fleets, this ship is now healed, so we can get him out and send him on his way. It actually attacked us. We'll just retreat. Hopefully the right direction. Nope, the wrong direction, but whatever. We'll deal with them in a moment. Alright, is this over yet? They're actually coming back. The pirates lost some and the United Empire gained some. This system is also being sieged, but it is not being attacked. So one of the things we could do is, let's just go take this system while we're waiting for this to resolve. Because I don't really have anything else I can do. And waiting around on that system isn't very valuable. We need to run this here, because we have a hero there. And we need to craft another one, because we have another empty slot. Can manage this real quick. Get that building started. Anything else? I guess that would be good to have pretty quickly. That would be good to have pretty quickly. Oh, we have microwave pipes. So many things that need to be built, and I'm just not able to keep up with it all. I think we already looked at this, right? Yeah.
Desperate acts for desperate times.
They're distressed, probably dealing with cravers. I am not distressed. Alright, that'll be the end of those guys. And then we can go ahead and drop our invasion force if we wanted to, or I could wait a couple of turns. 72 turns, or 72 manpower get removed every turn. We can speed that up if we sent this fleet over here. How many turns would it take to get these guys over there? So basically 3 turns. Yeah, let's go ahead and send him over there. I know we're starting to build a fleet here, but we'll still have that fleet to use for other things here shortly. Also, I think I have a hack running there that's almost ready. And I know I just put a hero on a system that needs a... So Placidius, Merope, and Cancer are all running. So I guess we'll just put one here. That'll speed up the rate at which this fleet gets accumulated. So that's 6. Let's do another one of those. And we'll just grind out a whole bunch of ships. This guy... can't do much. As long as that system's being blockaded, it's going to be a problem. Oh, that's a problem. How fast can we get over there? No, frickin' A. I didn't mean to click that. I was trying to do the alt click to get a fleet to travel straight here. He's going to get caught here and get blown up now, which is annoying. What I could do is build one of these. Kind of expensive. They're getting out of my trap, and I don't appreciate it. Get that built fast, and then build me that. That should be enough to take care of that system. Let's just put him on auto explore. Okay, Placidius's. Just keep adding them here. What else do we need to build here? Anything? Microwave pipes? Probably get that done next. Lots of systems. Oh, I guess this is all the same system. Just completed all that stuff in a single turn, basically. Microwave pipes can get done in 3 turns, so that's good. Let's go ahead and get that done. We'll go with dust. More pilgrims, more singularity stuff. He's leveled up once again, and science per anomaly, industry, approval. He's in a system that doesn't have a lot of anomalies, unfortunately, so doesn't have a lot of hot worlds either. I'm going to have to take this call real quick, so I'm going to mute the mic for just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Kind of an important phone call. Sometimes life calls. This system is really annoying because it keeps throwing all my new population onto this planet when it is the last planet in the system that I actually want to be filling up. That needs to get done. That needs to get done. That and that needs to get done. So many good things that need to get done. This place has a moon base too. That's crazy. Yeah, just throw that in there as well. And then what else? Do we need to do anything else? Probably not. It's probably good. Explore the binaries. We can actually explore the moon base and see if we find anything fancy. That'll be cool. Okay, we have a free singularity that we need to run in one of our systems. I'm actually going to run it over in this system because I'm building all of these structures, and that's going to significantly speed up everything that gets done here for the foreseeable future. We ran into a Lumeris fleet. We can fight it out, I guess. This ship's finally probably dead. Yep. So our first scout, I'd say he did a pretty good job. Alright, where are we at over here? They're almost completely out of manpower. This scout. Grab that. And keep moving. Alright, this is taking much longer than I wanted it to. We have a hacking operation we need to assign. That almost certainly needs to be from here. Why can I not hack from here? It's currently blacked out. 14 turns to get to that. That's too many turns. $11 turns is more reasonable, but it's probably going to take less than 11 turns to get this done. I can't actually merge these fleets together, but they are applying. So 1 turn and all the manpower will be wiped off this system. All this baloney. What is this one? Okay. We'll arrest them and get the influence.
Feel free to anger us. Do you enjoy proposals made with a blade?
Curiosities that need to be scouted. And yeah, these guys can just remain here for the moment. He can retreat. I could drop the invasion force, but I'll just wait 1 more turn and do it for free, essentially. Alright, now we should be able to drop this with no problem. They actually survived with 1 tank. That is kind of annoying. So now I have to do this crap again. I could afford that, but I'm actually going to need the titanium for another one of those. Lovely compression modules. Alright, this system is completely filled out. We could actually increase population slot by 1. Or we could start building a fleet, or we could build a few other things. 1 population on this world is roughly 30 or so Fidzi, so I guess that's worth building. The honeycomb will build, and then I don't know, perhaps we put a couple of turns into that. Alright, he's leveled up again. We'll go more shielding. He's leveled up again. We'll go more dust. Zenus has been compromised. What's going on here? Minus influence for 10 turns, or we give them a bunch of dust. Well, we'll give them a bunch of dust for now. This fleet is blacked out still, which is annoying. This fleet has to stay in orbit in order to recover our troops. Get him moving. Alright. And that should end the turn, and we're winding down to the end of the video for today. I was hoping that we would get them, but their forced truce really kind of messed us up. How are they surviving with 1 troop? That is really frustrating. So that's 2 turns in a row that they've drafted and had 1 tank survive our assault. There's really not much I can do to make this happen any faster either. We need another technology in this tier. And it does not need to be. Terraforming is an interesting one that we could probably take advantage of. But I'm also curious to maybe grab this and get our ships better modules. Alright. We could build the Trade Bureau, but that's actually not that valuable to us. This one... Sorry, this one, 10% extra science, actually does have some value to me, and I think I will go ahead and do that one. Alright, we have a probe in stock. Where do we want to use it? It's got to be Cancer, right? I need to improve the quality of our troops. So what we're going to do is I am going to go ahead and do that. And then I can do this one as well. And then we're going to go ahead and add like almost all troops, tanks. And then the next turn we might be able to win this fight because we're just going to do so much more damage to infantry, and infantry is the only thing you can draft, which is how they're basically surviving. Alright. This should be the end of their little resistance. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we got here? We've got slag and some mining that can be done. And then just more population. This hero's already leveled up again. She is not on the Senate, so this doesn't give as much value, but +1 per deposit on system is okay. What system is she on? I can't even remember where we put her. She is on Placidius. This system has a lot of anomalies, a ton of anomalies. So yeah, the law, or this one, +20 science per anomaly is actually really good on her, as long as she stays here. This should definitely go in our favor now. They still managed to survive. Good grief. And we're destroying all of their stuff as we kill them. But I guess that's fine, then we don't have as many United Empire population to deal with. There's more curiosities over here, so that's where we should go. And that fleet can just wait. Wrath is an idle system. What can we build in Wrath that would be beneficial? Besides population at this point. Probably we could work on microwave pipes, or I could just build a bunch of population. Let's do that. It's probably good for now. Our approval is doing fine. I think I already took care of Placidius's deposit. This one should probably get the slag going as well. Yeah, we've got a lot going on here. I should just buy that out. Not that it's super needed. We have 11k gold. We could really be buying a lot of stuff out. Is there anything here that I could buy out? Yeah, we should buy that out. And we should work on this. Yeah, that's only going to take like one turn to get done with the resources we have in that system. Yeah, they're just going to keep conscripting. This sucks. This is taking forever. I don't know that I can really do much about it though. I'm not sure. I guess we can do that. I don't know if that'll actually help much, but alright, technologies. I need 2 more here, I need 1 more here, I need 1 more here. Let's look for the 1 more here. None of those look very good. This one is actually a lot of industry, which is awesome for us, so let's just grab that. Alright, so now that we have this fleet available to us, let's take a look. This fleet has 3 command points left. So 3 siege ships. Actually, we have the 3 siege ships, right? The 3 extra siege ships over there. So let's just send those 3 siege ships here. We'll regroup that fleet up and they will be ready to go. And now we have microwave pipes that need done. This system actually has a lot left to build, to be perfectly honest. AI labor is going to be pretty good once these planets are full. We also have a moon base here and an explore moon. Let's explore the moon. Let's build the moon base. I don't think there's anything but Riftborn on this system. Let's add some more population there. Alright, strong magnetic fields and adamantium. Keep him moving. Let's see. See if we're able to actually finish these guys off this time. Got them down to 2. Just can't quite finish them off. No matter what I do. It's quite annoying. Alright, another hero level. Expansion disapproval. Bunch of extra science. Let's just go with the science.
The Empire will not.
It gives me pleasure.
Alright. They only got 2 more turns of that nonsense excuse me, left, so we should be in pretty good shape. Kind of going fast here. There's probably a lot of micromanaging that I could be doing, but I just don't care. They're close to achieving a conquest victory. That's actually misleading. They're very far away from a conquest victory. Alright, that finally got completed. That's actually really good here. And not much else. Microwave pipes is pretty good here. That can be bought out. Alright, we're just gaining levels like crazy, which is awesome. Sure. He has... Let's take a look at Cancer real quick. So Cancer has hot, temperate, fertile, temperate, sterile, lots of fertile. Also, okay. So probably just that. They're down to 1. Alright. Minor civs are getting assimilated left and right. Merge this fleet together. And we'll start the siege of their system here. It looks like they moved their fleets off. I've got a cipher that I can finish. In 1 turn, and we'll send that fleet after them. Because now we have to deal with this! How fun. It seems like we never can get anything done in this game if it doesn't take 2 hours. It's always 2 hours to accomplish any goal that I have. And even this is mediocre, because, like, we're going to accomplish taking this, yes. But now we have that to deal with. Ah, yes. I need to get those built. This system can work on one of those, and this system can work on one of those. Did we finally win? Yes, we finally ran them out of population. They have no population left. Perfect. I almost don't even want this system because it's not even a good system. What do they have on there? Eden Incense and Transvine. I guess both of those are used in our upgrades, but large steps. I don't want this system. Yeah, we're gonna raise this system to the ground. And then this fleet, I guess I could start sending this direction. They've got 5 ships over here. So we'll send that fleet that way for now to deal with those. Alright, and we've got plenty of manpower, so this doesn't need to be running anymore. What we could run instead is either Planet Cracker or Dust, or we could build more ships. I'm actually tempted... Yeah, I think we just build more ships, right? So let's build another one of these and do that. Pilgrims, singularities. Another level on this hero, shield absorption or shield capacity. Just keep increasing shield capacity. New event. Objective achieved! Congratulations, you've achieved legendary deed. Other empires have long hoped for it. So we got the science one done. That helps our science out quite a bit. Anything else over here that I need to worry about? idle system that needs to be dealt with. 75 Jadonics. I can buy that easy enough. Yeah, sell me 11 of that. Buy me 75 of that. Get that done here. Build that. Oh yeah, and the slag center would be good here. As with both the mining buildings. Yeah, lots of good stuff that needs to get done there. Alright. Am I ever going to get anything accomplished here? That's now removed. Alright, what do they have for defenses? They're clear back to 680 defenses. 93 a turn. Will be a few turns to get their defenses down, but we will siege it down. Technologies at the top of the tree are now unlocked. Plus 10% on system. Haha, that's like huge. It requires 10 quadronics and 10 orichalcics to get that done. Plus 5 per strategic deposit on planets. That's really good. Plus 100 per system level, plus 10 per strategic deposit. I think now's maybe the time to consider finishing some more military tech. This would give us 3 more slots, command point slots, which would be very helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then it probably is going to behoove us to move up in the ship tiers. We need 2 more of these. So I'm going to grab that technology. And then we talked about getting this and this, but mainly this because we need more approval buildings since we're expanding so much. Alright. Send him on his way. That's taken care of, that's taken care of. We're just building things so much faster now. Look at this. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That fills that out.
Haven't you learned?
Alright. So, I need to be running that here. And I think there's a hero in Placidius, am I not mistaken? So that needs to be running there. And what else? Oh yes. Oh, this fleet quite make it. Okay, well, one more turn. Alright, we'll attack their fleet. Long-range battle tactic. Not even really going to worry about it. Their ships are garbage. And now I have a decision to make, and I think the decision is we're going to bring this fleet back here to help speed this process up, and I'm going to deploy this fleet to slow them down. The other thing that I'm going to do is we're going to make sure that they stay slowed down. We're going to build a compression singularity and put it on their last system so that they can't even develop it fast enough to do anything. Lots of new military stuff unlocked. That'll be good for us. We can reorganize that fleet into a single fleet if we want to at some point. Another point here will be good. More Harishams. Really good on the Harishams at the moment. That's fine. I know I'm moving kind of fast here, but I really just want to get this done. Are you kidding me? They already got a colony ship over here. Ten turns. Alright. This fleet actually hasn't moved, so we can go ahead and starve that colony out. Just to make sure that it doesn't get rebuilt. Merope has new buildings. New building. That fleet can be generated. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Another level for this dude. Probably go there. Alright, I've got one more of these that I can build. Yeah, this crappy system can go ahead and build another one of these.
The Empire will not.
See if we can keep the militarists in power. Oh, pacifists. Even though we're literally at war, the pacifists still managed to get to a seat. So weird. Alright, they're down to 400.
You're one of our favorite fish in this galactic.
Make sure that this pulso ended up on the right planet. Looks like he did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be fine. There we go. This system has only Riftborn. That's actually really good. We'll just do that for now.
The sun god.
This system needs eco-habitats and that. And we actually do have a possible chance of... So we should build a scout. Shadow. That'll be good. More curiosities. Okay. New objective. Obelisk of Remembrance. On Ingress 1. Well, we're not going to be building anything over here. Let's go ahead and set him to... Actually, we'll wait. Set him to collect probes. Alright, we're so close to getting these guys wiped out, but so far away at the same time. Another compression singularity can be placed. Where do we want it placed? I'm thinking maybe here. But I'm also open to here. I think we're going to go here because what I really want done that doesn't need to be completed actually. I can't quite do this, but we will be able to do it soon. I want to make this a military base. Base of operations. I'm just going to send this ship to the front lines, or this small fleet to the front lines. And we are now getting close, 300, a couple more turns, we're probably ready to deploy. I could definitely deploy right away, but no real need to just yet. That technology needs to happen. Imperial population collection bonus. We actually have 10 Imperials, which I don't mind actually. We're going to support revolutionaries. And now, I think we can go ahead and invade if I wanted to. Yeah, we're 2-1. I just want them gone. We can blitz them a couple of times. Let's go ahead and watch this and see how we do. They have to use a crap battle tactic now. So they can't draft, which means we should be able to do this in 1 or 2 engagements. So a little bit of their tanks left, but not much. We barely lost any of ours. Quite a bit of destruction here, but I don't really care all that much. This system we will actually take and keep. Also, pirates. Bye. No more pirates. Objective failed. Not really an objective that I care about, so it's all good. Alright, that should starve these guys out in like 1 turn. Yeah. These guys will be starved out in 1 turn. That'll be the end of them, and then we'll send that fleet back up there to this. And then over here, let's attack that first. Power to shields. And that's that. Grab those. And send him on his way. And now we have another hack. Hacking. Well, it's going to be a couple turns till we can do an invasion here, but we shouldn't have any trouble if I hack from Arcturus. So Arcturus, 8 turns, put an accelerator here, and put interrogate, which No, encrypt. There. That should be fine. Alright. This should be the last battle. They won't have any more tanks. And in fact, they won't have any more troops at all because they can't draft. She's leveled up one more time. She actually is a political leader right now, which is one of the reasons why I picked up the hero type that she is. Pacifist. I suppose this should affect if they're both have it. They should both get it, right? So our output rates should be even higher now. Shield absorption. No, I want more of that. Decisive victory. So this system is now ours. This is one we are going to occupy because it is a pretty good world. And then what are we going to build over here? I suppose cerebral reality. Followed by colonizing that. And then these two core buildings. It's interesting. They have a jungle, Terran, Atoll, and Ice. The Atoll, Terran jungle. Holy crap. Yeah, that is a really good start for the United Empire.
Soon your world.
Alright, cool. So, this is probably an okay place to end the video, because it's going to take me way too many turns to actually get over here and finish these guys off. But I think we've proven our point. We basically have taken over this constellation. From here on out, we have a very, very powerful industrial complex, industrial military complex, whatever you want to call it. And this game is all but over. I'm kind of curious to see what happens when we run into the Sophons, if they have any kind of fleet that can put up a fight. But the reality is we probably just wipe them out, maybe truce out with these guys, and then just sort of grind out a science victory from here. We're producing... What is our science output per turn now? We're producing over 5,000 science per turn, and we can accelerate that quite dramatically if we just start focusing everything to science. So science victory would be pretty easy for us to grind out. We could also just build like some really big military fleets and try to take every capital and get the supremacy victory. That would be pretty easy to do, I think. We know where most of the capitals are at this point. The only one I think we're missing is the Craver capital and the yeah, this guy. So that's definitely something we could look at, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This is probably a good spot to stop, and I'm going to have to think about what my next playthrough is going to be, what faction to play, and also what to do, what to focus on, what kind of strategy do I want to try to implement. I feel like I have a much better understanding of the Riftborn after these last couple of games that I've played with them, particularly this one, which has sort of solidified some of my ideas and sort of revealed some of the flaws in my other ideas. I've also come across some new flaws or some new thoughts on what makes the best systems for these guys and how you should utilize some of your singularities a little bit differently. So I think I would do a few things differently, and maybe we'll do one more video and talk about some of those things as I wrap this one up. But this one's probably just about over for me, because I'm just kind of losing interest after once we get this far ahead. It's like really hard for anybody to do anything about. Again, the Cravers look like their score is really scary. It's not. As soon as we hit the Cravers, we should destroy them. And maybe that's what I'll try to do in this next video, is just demonstrate that the Cravers are not a problem. We can maybe wipe these guys out, truce out with the Sophons, and then start taking back all of this Craver territory. So that's another option to think about. But either way, this one is wrapped up for today, and I will probably spend some time playing one more in this particular series tomorrow. So look forward to that, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great night.